Gemini. Last month, you had the Ten of Swords. Sorry, I pulled out the Eight of Swords. So I just wanted to pull it out. The Ten of Swords would show you. Because if you go look at my video last month, you'll see it was Ten of Swords. A little fucked over. Did you feel fucked over in March? And then your past issues. Basic situation was the King of Swords, Aquarius, cleaning out this bullshit. Cutting it out. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But that's in your dreams, your subconscious. Who knows? Magician, in your crowning thoughts. Your thoughts regarding the situation. You were wanting to manifest some magic. And then your outcome was justice from the bullshit. Getting fucked over, maybe. Let me know how things played out for you in March. Is this fucking coronavirus bothering you? Did you get some knowledge from the Tree of Life instead of the Tree of Knowledge? That was your Sacred Power reading card last month for the entire reading. Breath of life is all around us. Self-sustaining, the universal tree of life provides a gateway to connect us to the knowledge of self. To do with psychology. Let me know in the chat. Don't forget. Go to the links below. Alright, Gemini horoscope. April 2020. Loving Venus enters your flexible sign on April 3rd, giving you lots of options regarding how you live your life. It's nice to have choices, but are they getting in the way of you fully committing to just one thing? Long-term planning really isn't your strength, but the future will be here before you know it. A conjunction between your ruler Mercury and dreamy Neptune, also on the 3rd, improves your psychic abilities and increases your intuition, and you can use these extra perceptive powers to your advantage. Do you find yourself finishing a friend or a lover's sentences? When you're this tapped into someone else's psyche, your bond is unbreakable. Mercury enters powerful Aries on April 10th, encouraging you to be more assertive and demanding. You say exactly what you think now, which isn't going to make you the most popular person in the room. Yes, your opinions are strong, but your confidence is attractive to the right people. It's more important now than ever to find like-minded individuals who share your vision. Build on later. New friendships come slowly but surely now. The key to most successful relationship is to be understanding and forgiving rather than impatient and stubborn. Alright, here we go. Gemini, present, your current situation for April of 2020. Death. Phoenix card, end of old, beginning of something new. Maybe that's what you were looking for. With the Justice card from last month, outcome. Ending, transition, elimination, inexorable forces. Influence, helpful or challenging energies for Gemini in April of 2020. Four of Pentacles, money troubles, or troubles with banks, or trouble with holding on to your money? Or is it just challenging? You're trying to be generous? Four of Pentacles, possessiveness, control, blocked change. It's challenging you for you to not be possessive is what I'm getting. Not be controlling, not blocked, for you not to block change. You're getting in I like the things to stay the way they are. Which kind of sounds weird right now with the whole quarantine coronavirus situation. But it is what it is, right, Gemini? You got two sides. You can be either way, right? That makes sense with it, helpful or challenging for you to deal with the death card in your current situation with the end of old and beginning of new. Past issues, basis of situation for Gemini in April of 2020. Eight of Pentacles. So where you past issues, working on your craft. Basis situation, working on your craft. But it also has to do with the subconscious and dream worlds. You might be working on your spiritual craft. I mean, you had the Magician last month, the Counting Thoughts, and now it's in your subconscious. Diligence, knowledge, detail. Reinforcing cards, some possibilities. Magician, focus and concentration. Are you finding it harder to focus and concentrate with all this stuff going on, with us being on stay-at-home orders or lockdown, depending on where you are, what state you're in? Immediate past, what is behind you, Gemini, for April of 2020? Five of Swords. Self-interest, discord, open dishonor. Directly opposing card was justice, having integrity, doing what is right. Were you a little bit shady last month from all the bullshit you were dealing with? Grounding thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation, Gemini, in April of 2020. The Hanging Man, trying to see things from a new perspective. Taking that knowledge from the Tree of Life, and putting it into perspectives. Letting go, reversal, suspension, sacrifice. Directly opposing card. So your thoughts have changed. You've flipped from one side of the Gemini to the other side of yourself. Magician, acting and doing. So now we're all under quarantine, so you can't really do much acting and doing, right? Reinforcing cards from last month, your current situation was Ten of Swords, sacrifice, martyrdom. Now you have death. Another opposing card, some possibilities here is Four of Pentacles, holding on, control. Finding it hard to deal with that challenging energy of holding on in your control. That one side of your Gemini likes to do, holding on and having control of the situation. The other side is like hanging man. But then the other, that you're conflicting with yourself. With there's Eight of Pentacles here. But I've put in all this time and effort into who I am. Subconscious there, the shadow self. Immediate future, what is about to happen, Gemini, in April of 2020? Page of Wands, a young fire sign. Be creative, be enthusiastic, be confident, be courageous. So that's what you're going to do in mid-April. Be creative, you're going to be enthusiastic, you're going to be confident, you're going to be courageous. Maybe we're going to get some good news from the government and see what happens, huh? Your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Gemini, in April of 2020. Knight of Swords. That's your card, Gemini. Afraid of who you are is going to possibly cause issues. You're having emotional concerns about yourself, who you are. Direct or blunt, authoritative or overbearing, incisive or cutting, knowledgeable or opinionated, logical or unfeeling. Either way, you know what you're going to do when it comes time for that moment or in that decision making. The Geminis are pretty like, well, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. Environmental factors. How others see you, Gemini, in April of 2020. Three of Cups. Exuberance, friendship, community. So people see you as a valued member of their community. Your hopes, what you really wish for, Gemini, in April of 2020. Ace of Swords. A fresh start, cutting away. Mental force, fortitude, justice, truth. It's what you hope for yourself. That relates to the fears, Knight of Swords, yourself. You got your twins fighting, or not necessarily fighting like roughhousing and wrestling. Outcome, answer your question. Outcome, answer your question, Gemini, in April of 2020. Ten of Cups. Harmony. Things are going to be a lot better than they were around May, end of April. Joy, peace, family. Opposing cards, some possibilities was the Ten of Swords from last month in your current situation for for March, was in the pits feeling victimized. So now you're coming out of that from this new hanging man looking new perspective. And your Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Death. Additional clues and guidance about the reading for Gemini in April 2020. King of Cups, that's Cancer right there. Ace of Cups. There's the Ten of Swords in reverse, though. So this is a carryover from last month. Queen of Wands. It's Leo energy. Was this about a Cancer or a Leo or a mixture? Look at their planetary alignments, see if they got two or more. Especially if they're rising Cancer or Leo. King of Cups, wise, calm, diplomatic, caring, tolerant. Ace of Cups, emotional force, intuition, intimacy, love. Ten of Swords, bottoming out, victim mentality, martyrdom. Reinforcing cards, some possibilities, hanged man, sacrifice, martyrdom, up there in your counting thoughts. Thinking about March and maybe the coronavirus. Queen of Wands, attractive, wholehearted, energetic, cheerful, self-assured. That's your confidence booster if you're having a hard time with that or depressed. Let's get into the Druid Craft Tarot deck. Let's get some more guidance here, more information. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the Celtic Cross spread for Gemini? Why is this Death card? Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Hanging Man, Page of Wands here in the Celtic Cross spread for Gemini in April of 2020. The World in reverse. The World reverse is the Hanged Man. You might find the completion of your work delayed and that you have to go over some work again. You may simply feel stuck and unable to move forward. Inevitably, movement and completion will follow restriction and stasis. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the Celtic staff for Gemini in April of 2020? Why is this Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Ten of Cups here in the Celtic staff for Gemini in April of 2020? Ace of Pentacles. Material benefits, a job offer, promotion or salary increase, or an inheritance or windfall. A new contract or career change could augur well. In a relationship, a situation that is well grounded, secure, peaceful, and enduring. What's the overall meaning, underlying energies of the reader's fan? For additional clues and guidance for Gemini in April of 2020. Why is this King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Wands here for Gemini in April of 2020. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You may be in danger of losing money, energy, or goodwill. Difficulty finding balance in your life or in setting goals or being self-disciplined. Crossing the line that separates being carefree from being careless. Tread lightly, Gemini, in April. Why is this Death card here in the current situation for Gemini in April of 2020? Four of Chalices in reverse. The Chalice lost. Love purifies if kept in the dark for too long. You sleep, dream, and your life in the world in trophies. Holding something too tight kills it, and the decay attracts unwelcome interloops. Four of Pentacles. I have the Four of Pentacles here in the helpful or challenging energies for Gemini in April of 2020. Four of Swords. The Sword at rest. The mind must rest to perform well. Important work is done while sleeping. Quit trying so hard to work things out. Relax. Take a step back and let the answer float to the surface. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in the basic situation for Gemini in April of 2020? Eight of Pentacles here. Five of Books. Trying to hold on what's important or what you cherish and what everybody's looking at you while you're doing that work. The Book attacked. Your project is in danger of being altered by others who think they can improve it. This is your vision, though, so hold it close to your heart, protect it, and help it become what it was meant to be. Five of Swords. Why is this Five of Swords here in the immediate past for Gemini in April 2020? Seven of Chalices in reverse. The Chalice Dreamt. Despite the number of chalices in your life, sometimes space creates a need for a new chalice. Attend to this desire. Spend time with it. Examine it. Determine the perfect chalice to fill the yearning. Is that what you were doing at the end of March here in the quarantine? The Hanging Man. Why is the Hanging Man here in the crowning thoughts for Gemini in April of 2020? Six of Books. By the way, that serpent thing right there, that's a Naga. And that behind that curtain, is that her inner Naga, her inner demon, hiding in the shadows? Go look up Carl Jung. Learn about the shadow psychology. The book connects. Messages are a bridge between our world and the world beyond. Listen with different ears and speak with a different voice. There are wonders beyond imagination. You know, that's a perfect card for Gemini too. Seeing yourself over there in the shadows while you're doing the work with the book. Down here with the Five of Books as well, holding on to what your project, you know, what you've been working on. Page of Wands. Why is this Page of Wands here in the immediate future for Gemini in April 2020? King of Spears in reverse. The sphere is strong. You are blessed with prosperity. This gift comes with responsibilities and requires constant attendance. Keep the energy flowing. Use matter to create abundance and sustain life. Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here in your fears, emotional concerns about the situation for Gemini in April 2020? Ten of Chalices. Afraid you can't be like your younger self, playing with your friends? The chalice fulfilled. When the dream of the chalice is realized, the mundane reveals its magic, and separation evaporates, giving way to intimacy. Everyone is allowed to be, and all are better for it. Let it be. Let it be. Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here for how others see you? Your environmental factors for Gemini in April 2020. The Tower. People have acknowledged what you've been through from last month. Things falling apart. They're dealing with it too, you know. We're all affected by this pandemic. Devouring thunder. Nature abhors a vacuum and static systems stagnate. Before you fall in love with your creation, your worldview, destroy it, or it will be done for you. Heed my warning. Heed my warning. Ace of Swords. Why is this Ace of Swords here for your hopes or wishes, Gemini, in April 2020? The Hanging Man. Once again, remember the world reverse mentioned the Hanging Man. You got the Hanging Man in your crowning thoughts. Now you also have it in your hopes and wishes. So you hope and wish for this to be a successful lesson. You pass the test in April for your growth of yourself, to see things from a new perspective. Not be so cynical, maybe, or depressed, or negative about things. The Lady of Visions, drinking deeply from the mysteries of life, helps reconnect us with the divine. The cost is fear, but the gift is wisdom. Once we give ourselves up to mysteries, our understanding is changed forever. Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here for the outcome, the answer to your questions, Gemini, in April 2020? The Ace of Spheres in reverse. The sphere is, you have found a golden sphere containing within its shining walls the potential of all life, of all creation in this world. It will respond to your will, and you may shape it however it pleases you. So everything is all yours. This new Phoenix. This is the theme of the month for you. It's a Phoenix month. You're transitioning from an old to the new you. You're shedding that old you and growing into that new you. All right, let's pull from the Sacred Indian Tarot. Now with this deck, I'm going to shuffle it like we did when we were children. And you didn't know how to shuffle. And you just wash the cards, or wash the dishes as they say in dominoes. Because it's only 22 cards. So I'm going to pull this other tarot in here. And wash the dishes. Alright. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading for Gemini in April of 2020? Let's give it another shuffle after I line these cards up. There we go. It is the Sun reversed. These cards have their own meanings for upright or reversed. Except for the Sun doesn't, for some reason. That's cool though. When Ciro, the sun shines on you, it provides new ways of resolving problems, new perspectives, a fresh viewpoint, and fresh viewpoints. Glory, gains, riches, confidence, strength, and self-assurance abound within. You are in a state of equanimity and well-being, for the sun brings in abundance, achievement, joy, and happiness. Shura, the saga. In Hindu mythology, Shura is the lord of excellence and wisdom. Even today, people place the symbol of the sun over their shops because they think it will bring good fortune. The sun god, who is also known as Narayana, or Vishnu, the soul of all the worlds, is situated in outer space between the upper and lower portions of the universe. The sun represents well-being itself. In India, all rituals are sun-centered. Suryana Namaskar, an ancient Indian yoga, is the art of solar vitalization. It is a complete meditative technique in itself, as it includes asanas, pranayama, mantras, and mudras. It has got three aspects: form, vital energy, and rhythm. There's your message from the Sacred Indian Tarot. Now we're going to pull. Alright, just a sec here. The Wisdom of the Oracle Divination Cards. This is what you've been waiting for if you read the title of the video. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading? The message from the Wisdom of the Oracle for Gemini in April of 2020. Between Worlds. This is a perfect card for you, Gemini, because you feel like you're always between worlds, right? Shadow self, the ego. What number is that one? 3. Between Worlds. Essential meaning. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness. No man's land. The Oracle's message. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking, and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Relationship message. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. Prosperity message. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes or what of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. Protection message. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. There you go, Gemini. And final but not least, most important of all, Sacred Power reading cards. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading for Gemini? Why is the King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands here, and the guidance and additional clues for Gemini in April of 2020? Lightning! A force to be reckoned with. The beautiful Egyptian goddess Isis brings love and awakening of spirit. By breaking old chains and shattering outdated belief systems, Isis opens your heart to receive true love and healing through empowerment and movement. You must shift old perception and evolve like the caterpillar. Anything that is outdated no longer serving you needs to be shed now. This awakening is powerful and confronting to shift stuck karmic debts, subconscious patterns, and emotional DNA. You must crack your hard exterior with energy direct from source. This intense moment may feel as if your heart is breaking. However, for you to achieve new levels of love, you must break concrete beliefs that have held you back. Address any issues surrounding grief and loss with professional assistance. Breakthroughs are now possible. Isis is the gatekeeper of this love energy and requests the presence of your soul to accept this new integration. This expansion of your heart will intensify how you feel and share love with others. Adjusting to a new level of love, you will connect more deeply with others and see their heart in all its beauty. Right now, you must take action. You must push forward with passion. Open yourself to new ideas and meaningful conversations. Get out there and meet people. Social activities are a highlight now. A new person is about to enter your life on a soul level. Unexpected arrivals create warmth and compassion as you learn to accept differences with appreciation, love, and tolerance. Old ideals and loyalties will be challenged as you break away from emotional and physical restrictions. Do what you love with purpose. Life is worth living. True, long-lasting soul growth creates universal expansions that go far beyond our earthly limits. Affirmation: I am ready to take action now. The power of love sets my soul free as I grow with gratitude. And there you go, Gemini. You have a great month. Let me know. Leave a comment. See you next month.